Hi, my name is Lindsay and I'm going to try to explain intersectionality to you all today. The dictionary definition is the interconnected nature of social categorizations such as race, class, and gender as they apply to a given individual or group, regarded as creating overlapping and interdependent systems of discrimination or disadvantage. But that's a lot to digest. I found a great explanation online from blogger Miriam Dobson that I think makes it much easier to understand. This is Bob. Bob is a stripy blue triangle and should be proud. Sadly, some people do not like Bob. Bob faces oppression for being a triangle and for having stripes. Luckily, there are liberation groups. But they aren't intersectional, so they look like this. They don't talk to each other. In fact, they compete. Bob can't work out where to go. Bob wishes that the triangles and stripes could work together. Like this. Intersectionality is the belief that oppressions are interlinked and cannot be solved alone. Oppressions are not isolated. Now, I'd like to use a more realistic approach to explain intersectionality. Humans have much more complex identities than triangles and stripes, so I'd like to show you why it's important to acknowledge all aspects of our identity in our approach to social justice. This is our team to help explain it. Meet Sam, Stephanie, and Brian. A few key aspects of Sam's identity are white, cisgender male, heterosexual, lower class, and disabled. Stephanie mainly identifies as an African American, cisgender female, upper class, able-bodied, and MD educated. Brian identifies as undocumented, cisgender male, LGBT, middle class, and able-bodied. They each have a certain set of privileges within their identities. Sam is a cisgender male and is white. Stephanie is upper class and MD educated. And Brian is a cisgender male and able-bodied. However, they also have certain aspects of their identities that fall within minority categories. Sam is disabled and lower class. Stephanie is African American and female. And Brian is undocumented and gay. This is Kimberly Crenshaw. She's actually the one who first defined the term intersectionality. She did so using an intersection to explain the phenomenon. The Harvard Crimson describes Crenshaw's analogy with the following. The roads are identities like race and gender, and the cars on the road are policies affecting those identities. Therefore, someone standing at such an intersection would be hit by traffic from both roads. For example, a black woman hit at the intersection of the roads representing blackness and femaleness would not be able to get help there. As a result, neither a race nor a gender ambulance could come along and help her. If someone gets hit by a car, it's not their black side or their straight side or their female side that gets hurt. Human beings cannot literally or metaphorically be divided by their different identities. The streets also have the various systems of oppression attached, such as racism or sexism. Though an individual might have different privileged and minority aspects of their identity, they may face the isms and systems of oppression differently because they don't fit neatly into one box or the other, like Bob, the striped triangle. For example, Sam has privileged aspects of his identity within his sexuality, gender, and race. But he also has minority aspects within his ability and class. Sam's race might be prevalent in the media, but he might have difficulty finding resources available in Braille that he can afford. Stephanie has privileges within her ability, education, and class, but identifies as a minority within gender and race. As a highly educated and very wealthy member of society, she holds much power, but might struggle to find a band-aid that matches her skin tone or feel unsafe walking alone at night. Similarly, Brian is privileged in his ability, gender, and class, but is disadvantaged in terms of sexuality and citizenship. While his gender could allow him to rise as a CEO of a company over any women, he may risk discrimination or deportation within a job because of his sexuality and immigration status. These examples show only some of the types of discrimination that could be faced, whether it is seemingly simple as a band-aid color to the severity of the individual's safety. By using intersectionality as a lens to view all social issues, we can lead a stronger fight against the systems of oppression to a better future for all, no matter what our complex identities may be. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I made intersectionality a little easier for you to understand.